Hi guys, this is Lindsay Ryan back at you for day 4 of my anxiety toolkit. And I figured I would do a vlog today because I'm tired of typing. And so number 7 and number 8 on our list are call a friend or seek professional help and get really hot or get really cold. So what do I mean by that? Well, the first one's pretty self-explanatory. Calling a friend or seeking professional help when you are in the midst of anxiety ramping up can be really helpful. One, because it serves as a distraction, and two, sometimes us humans just need connection. We are wired for connection. As babies, if we don't have physical touch or emotional connection, we worst case scenario, die. But that goes along with growing up in adulthood as well, that we need somebody to connect with. When we are feeling anxious as well, it is helpful to have a rational sounding board. So if you have the privilege of having amazing friends and family, I would definitely encourage you to reach out to them when you're experiencing anxiety. If you do not, or you need something else, I would seek professional help. Therapists, counselors, psychologists, psychiatrists, social workers. There are a lot of folks who know how to help you deal with anxiety. And kind of as I said in yesterday's blog post, this is not something that you have to feel that you are alone in. That sometimes starting out, getting professional help for anxiety reduction is the best way to go. Like I said, you don't learn something oftentimes just by reading the book. You learn by experience. You learn by somebody teaching you. Somebody sitting with you through difficult stuff is also a great teaching tool. So do not be afraid to call somebody for help. To me, that is huge. And that probably shouldn't even be number 7. That could be closer to number 1. But as long as that's on your list and that you know you have a support system somewhere, whether that be professional or friends and family, seek them out. Okay? So number 8 is one that I use kind of as a last resort, but it can be higher or lower on other people's anxiety toolkit list. But it's getting really hot or getting really cold. And a lot of people in the substance use groups that I used to run would say this was helpful as well, is change your body's temperature. Sometimes this is enough of a shock for your system to kind of pull you out of anxiety, or soothe your body and soothe your brain and soothe that kind of fight, flight, or freeze mechanism. So for me, I like to run a really hot bath, or if it's cold outside, I will just go outside for a minute and breathe, always in conjunction with that breathing. But sometimes changing your body's temperature can be a great way to kind of, zap your body out of an anxiety response. I am sure there's research on that, but I know just from personal experience and watching folks use that, people would take breaks in group and say, hey, I need to do the hot cold thing, I'm going outside. Or, people that were like, I need to quit smoking, I'm going to, try. Well, actually, they actually probably just went outside to smoke. But either way, the hot cold thing is very helpful. So if you notice yourself ramping up or your anxiety ramping up, that maybe that's something that you can try as well, is maybe running your hands under warm water or sticking your head in the freezer. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it works. It's helpful. Ask my fiance. I do it more than I'd like to admit. Therapists are imperfect too. So there are the next 2 on our list. I hope you stay tuned for the last 2, which are soothing repetitive motions and breathing again. I know I'm beating the crap out of that breathing thing, but it's really important, and that's something that I want to make sure you remember. Okay, so until next time, we are worthy. Bye.